How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is Drez and Huck.
Woo!
That's a nice one.
Here we are, popping tops on Tuesday afternoon. Drez alongside my partner in crime, Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz. Coming back from South America. Nice little trip, and he made a pit stop in Peru. And picked up... is this all the same brewery again?
Oh, yeah.
Keep saying South American beers. Why not just say the brewery? But I guess it's because it's hard to remember how to pronounce the brewery and what they are and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, there really isn't that much craft beer down there.
Yeah, not at all. And this is it, right? I mean then we're done after this one.
Yeah. We may find, there's some generalized Budweiser-type beers I could get. But seriously, I mean, I went to maybe 6 or 8, brew pubs. And, most of them didn't bottle or can. One guy was only making 1-barrel batches. But what are you going to do?
Drink their beer.
No, I think if you go to bigger cities, go to Brazil, maybe there's more. But where we were in the hinterlands.
So same brewery. I'm gonna let you pronounce it.
Cerveceria Paqcha.
And you handed me the Inta IPA. So I'm assuming it's an Indian Pale Ale.
That's correct. And I have it's kind of named after me, Huskar, kind of Huck's Car.
Huck's Car. And it's a double IPA. Oh, you got the double.
8.5.
Yeah, mine's 6.2.
I know, I look.
Still standard, nothing.
I'm tired of screwing up and giving you the strong beer.
That's why you kept that one.
No. Drez isn't lucking out anymore.
Cool, man. So what else? What else do we need to talk about? This is our last segment about South America and beers. So what have we not touched on? I feel like you've told me everything 5 times.
It's beautiful out there. Mountains are giant. Animals.
So you'd recommend it?
I'd recommend it.
All right. And you, how much did you spend? How much was the whole trip cost you?
We don't even know yet.
You still trying to figure that out?
Our budget was $2,000 to $3,000 per person.
And you exceeded that.
I think we did. Yeah, I know we did.
Yeah.
But money is a commodity like flour, sugar.
That's the thing, man. I mean, if you're traveling, you can't stress the small little stuff. If I'm going somewhere, even just out of state, I'm gonna bring more money than I would plan on spending, just because you want to make sure you can have a good time.
We were talking the other day. We dropped $2,000 in the Galapagos, mostly governmental fees, in cash. All has to be in cash. And the same thing happened.
Cash.
Same thing happened at Machu Picchu. The rest of the trip, pretty much cards were good. But those 2 places, the real touristy places, it's cash only. And they look at your money like it's, they examine each bill. If there's a crack in it. They're like, nah, give me another one. I'm like, dude. But I guess, that's one thing I noticed. Every house is like gated. There's walls. There's not like yards. There's yards, but they're inside a gate. So, and the other thing I noticed is really weird is like there's hundreds and hundreds of buildings in every town that are partially built. And I couldn't really get an answer to that. There was a guy on the train who was with a family reunion. He lived there, and he had really good English. And I was like, why is that? And he goes, people don't always finish stuff. I was like, well, is the economy up or down? He said, you never know. But then there's still a lot of building going on everywhere.
So it's like people just think it's a good idea to build a house, and then they say, never mind.
Even some of the ones we stayed in were like, our floor was the top floor, and then there was like rebar sticking up out of columns. Like you could keep going.
Ready for more.
And the other thing was that there's markets everywhere. It's like I only saw like a couple of box stores, big box stores. And one of them was obviously Home Depot, but it wasn't Home Depot. But I mean, obviously that's what it was. But like when we pulled into Titicaca in the train, there's only 2 trains a day, and the tracks were covered with a bazaar. And they would actually lift up their blankets full of stuff off the tracks for the train to come through, and they all standing right at the edge, touching the train. And then as soon as the train goes by, they put their stuff back, and you could actually walk down the center of the railroad tracks, and that was the market. And they were selling go to the dump and gather up everything you can, and then you'd sort it, like motors, car parts, brake shoes. I mean, everybody had a specialty. So it's like Advance Auto was 2010s. Seriously, of all the car parts you could imagine, dashboards. I mean, some guy had like 20 dashboards. I don't know. I guess that's how it's all barter.
That's how they do it.
Yeah, it was cool. And it's like some of that stuff is like, whoa, I wish I had room in my suitcase.
Yeah, did you, what was any good finds that either you bought or didn't buy?
Okay, so I bought a llama sweater because they were so cool. The girl.
With the alpacas, right?
Yeah, alpacas. They got all kind of names. So we go to this thing, the cab driver starts, they show us how they do the yarn, and she was hilarious. They got an English speaker, but she's like deadpan. She's like Stephen Wright. She's like, we twist the wine and then twist the line. We have to spin the thing. Says the women do this because the men can't do hard work. And she keeps going, and she goes, you see the bone? We weave with this bone. You know what kind of bone it is? And Whitney's like, human bone? She goes, yes, it is the bone of the tourist that did not buy anything after we talked to them.
Hilarious.
And then she's like, no, it's a llama bone. Anyway, but then I bought a blanket, which we actually needed on the train because it's cold at 14 grand.
Those alpaca blankets are nice.
So warm. The gloves, I bought everything. So, but the best thing was I went to Patagonia and bought a vest. It's not a Patagonian vest, but with the logo, but it is a Patagonian vest, strangely enough.
Because you bought it there.
But we ended up at the end of the world, and cold as the dickens. You would think it would be, not that, but it's so cold that I bought this wool sweater with penguins on it, and that was the SH. You know what?
That's the find.
That was the one, and I was able to get rid of the vest, or put the vest and the sweater in my bag, and just wear this wool jacket. And that's going to be my winter wear. You see penguins, it's going to be Huck.
Not even a jacket.
Just
that's
all
you
need. Just a sweater. I'll be warm. It's got a hood and pockets. I'm telling you. So the clothes were great. Whitney probably bought I bought a bunch of T-shirts. Whitney bought a bunch of stuff. Liz bought a few things. But so the shopping was a lot of fun. I bought a bunch of keychains. Like everything had the lake had little boats, little reed boats. So I got a little keychain of the reed boat. And then there's this some kind of bear monkey thing. I got a keychain of that.
That's right. You said keychain's your new thing.
Yeah, it's my new thing. So I got all these keychains. I haven't decided how I'm going to display them. But I got a lot of those. But we just had a good time hanging out, talking to people, drinking some beer.
Hey, man, that's what it's all about.
We had drinks at Glacier Gray with Glacier Ice, bourbon with Glacier Ice.
That's badass.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. And, I mean, it was real. Everybody's like, no, it's not. No, it was real.
Were you drinking any sort of was it like local bourbon or was it what kind of bourbon they had?
Well, no, actually, basically we were drinking Johnny Walker Red everywhere. They had that.
That's Scotch.
I know. They
so when you ask for bourbon, they could bring you Scotch?
Yeah, we got whiskey. And that's all. So we finally, after we got back to the city, we found some Jack Daniels. But pretty much it was Johnny Walker for 2 weeks if we wanted a nightcap. Yeah, it was really bizarre. I mean, seriously, they don't have a selection of bourbon down there. And they don't have anything local. Bourbon is not popular in South America. Scotch, they had all kinds. Chivas, isn't that Scotch? Chivas Regal?
I don't know much about. I'm not a Scotch
That's what I'm
drinker.
saying. Me either. So the red label was 40 of some currency that turns out to be $13 for a bottle.
Oh, for a bottle.
Yeah. So for a little bottle, so I'm like, yeah, I'll take that.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. I'll take that one. How much is Jack Daniels? We paid $15 a shot for Jack Daniels on our last night. We were at a Western, I don't know, one of these real hotels.
No, that's about what?
$100.
That's almost how much it is around here.
Right, we had doubles. It was $100. Yeah,
I bought one of the big bottles. I guess it's a handle of Jack Daniels to replenish. Fill up. My bar. Dude, that thing's $65. It's crazy, man. It's expensive as hell.
All right, one more thing, and then we can get to Untapped on these.
All right, what's up?
Every brewery down there makes what we like. They're all heavy on the double IPAs, the IPAs. Everybody had a barley wine. A lot of golden ales because I think that's kind of they want to copy the big boy.
They need something,
but they were all making the beer we like. So
nice.
American craft beer is the example that the world is following, at least from my point of view.
That's the way it should. I mean, I like to think that in the craft world, I mean, I don't know. I'm not as well traveled as maybe you or anybody else in the beer community that's really would know. But I think in the craft world, man, we're definitely we're excelling in that. In that category.
IPAs, double IPAs, triple IPAs, and of course barley wines.
Mm-hmm.
Which our post game tonight's going to be a barley wine. Sorry, everybody, you don't get to know about it, but we'll check into it.
Yeah, tough titty caca. All right, Huck, what are you thinking? We should untap these beers, but what is untapped, Huck? What exactly does that mean?
It's an app on your iPhone or your Android phone where you can track the beers you drink. You can find out what other people think. You get to score it on a scale of 1 to 5. You can put photos with yours. You can comment. You can talk about your flavor profiles and where you are and all that. Pictures.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a handy-dandy app.
We use it.
We like to use it.
Every day. So this is the Huskar double. It says it's DOBLE. Double.
Yeah, that's what they're going for.
This is really good. It's a 5. There's no question.
Wow.
This beer is a 5 right out of the box. When I first tasted it, I knew it was a 5. So I don't even have to say anything else. It's a great beer. So if you get down to Cusco, get you some.
Well, this IPA is not bad at all. I do think I like it better than the last beer, but it's not a 5. There's certainly room for improvement because I got a feeling that double's better.
Oh my gosh!
But this is still a good beer, man. I could see why you had a good time down there finding some not only good beer but good people. I'd be remiss to say that I didn't wish I was there.
Yeah, well,
but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5. This is good beer.
Once we're famous, we'll travel everywhere together.
That we will. Speaking of traveling together, I think that's what we're going to be doing next week, as we are making our annual pilgrimage to Floyd Fest to do the live Floyd Fest on location.
It's hardly traveling
from the beer garden.
It's like right next door.
It's a little bit of a little jaunt into the beer V.
And I don't know about you, but I'll be hanging around all week. Anybody wants to come up and buy me a beer?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what days exactly I'm going to be able to get out there. Hopefully at least Friday, because that's the day I really want. That's when Foster, the People's playing, and Greta Van Fleet and them. But I'm going to get there as much as I can. I know I got to do like something on Saturday for the NRV fair, the wrestling thing.
The wrestling thing.
El Drezzo will make another appearance.
El Drezzo. You guys named me, but I don't even remember it, but I think it was bad, so don't remind me, whatever.
Fair enough. But either way,
wrestling name is.
Either way, Brewsday Tuesday on the road next week, so looking forward to that show. Huck, as always, Matt, appreciate you coming in and bringing the beer, especially this stuff from far and wide.
I love the foreign beer. I love really getting out there and getting beers without a lot of untapped check-ins.
Yeah, that last one I did, I think it had like 10 check-ins.
Right. I had one at one of the places. I put 4 beers in, I think, while I was in South America. I added them. And 2 of them, I was the first one to taste. You know, the guy tapped the keg. 2 of them. The guy tapped the keg while I was there.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was a good beer excursion. And we got everything in for the rest of the fam. So it was like a win-win-win.
Good trip.
There it was.
Good trip. All right. Well, there you go. That's Huck's South America fun. Huck, as always, Matt, appreciate you coming in. Huck's Beer Buzz on all the social media. You can follow him. You can tweet him. You can do whatever to him.
Whatever.
If you email him some pictures, you can really do whatever. HucksBeerBuzz at Gmail, HucksBeerBuzz.com, all that good stuff. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back with the tunes right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.